So, Tools, I want to get straight to business. Talking about where you are now, what you were going to do was fight Kamanga. However, that never happened. The whole lockdown happened a couple of weeks before that event. Going through all the emotions and so forth of that sort of, what is it, the press conference and all the Facebook stuff. I mean, are you upset that it never happened?
I'm very upset, my brother. I'm very upset. I won't lie. I wish that the fight had happened because it was going to be a tracker one. I just wanted to. I don't want to say that you wanted to knock him out. I just wanted to put a jab on his face. I really hoped that the fight had happened. And unfortunately, the corona times came a week before, so I couldn't do anything about it. But I was hoping that the fight could happen, but unfortunately.
Do you still want that fight, or are you moving on to other things?
I can't really say I don't want it. I can't really say moving to bigger and better things because things now are really slow. Things are very slow right now. So if it happens again that they offer that fight again, I'll definitely take it. It's a good.
Would you say would it be disrespectful to call it a warm-up fight for something else? Would that be disrespectful?
For me, it wouldn't be because taking anything away from Kamanga, it was a warm-up fight for me. I won't lie about that. It was a warm-up fight for me, and I think it was the time for me to show my skills and everything that I learned from my last fight. So it was a warm-up fight for me.
I was a bit confused when I was conducting the interview with Kamanga to hear him saying that he was going to knock you out. When I looked at his record and seeing 12 wins without a single knockout, I'm thinking, well, he's picked the wrong guy to try and knock out, hasn't he?
Everyone has got something to say, my brother. Everyone has got something to say until we meet inside the ring, inside the square, and it's really a different ball game when you're inside the ring. So it's good to hype the fight up and say whatever you have to say for people to watch the fight. So I think he was saying what he's saying. He was saying that time because he wanted to hype the fight up. When you saw it, it was very respectful towards me, and I was also respectful towards him. But unfortunately, his coach was talking too much, so I had to attend him. I had to because he was talking like I'm fighting him, of which I was not fighting him. I was fighting someone else, which I was fighting his boxer. So yeah, but I wanted to put my fist on his face. That's what I wanted. But unfortunately, as I'm saying, when Corona times came, it was unfortunately a week before.
I think one of the funniest parts of the whole press conference, and you were smiling throughout it, was when Patrick was choking on the mic and he couldn't get out what he wanted to say against you. I mean, your whole team was laughing at that. I mean, the build up to it is a special build up. We haven't seen one like that in a while. So many people were interested in putting cameras forward and seeing hey, what's going on? Are they gonna how's the stay down gonna be? I mean, you must have felt it being in the middle of everything.
Yeah, it is. I love it. I like, you know me. I love that hype. I love it. It keeps me going. That's what keeps the fighting game going. I love that drama that people want to see the fight. They talk. That's what brings the light into the sport. So I was happy. I was happy that it was happening, and I was happy that we were chipping each other. But he was not really talking. That was my problem. That was my problem all the time. He was not really talking. The coach was talking. And as I said on the press conference, it's good to talk, but it's a different game when you talk down on someone. He was talking down on me. was talking down on me. So I had a respect for the brother. I really had a respect. He's an old guy. I had a respect for the brother, but at the same time, I had to stand up for myself. I can't let someone bully me, of which I'm not fighting him. I'm
Yeah.
not fighting him. I was not fighting him. So I couldn't let him bully me. So the atmosphere of people from Congo, I really admire that atmosphere because they bring that loudness. They bring the, you know, that sound that the sport needs. So that's why I even said to them, they must say, I told you what was the there's
You
this
boy
thing
too.
that yeah, they're saying Obotu. So that's why I even instructed them to say Obotu because I knew they would even want to say it while I'm talking. So it's better for me to give them the chance, and then when I'm talking, it can be smooth. So yeah, man.
So yeah, that's sort of what I'm talking about. Like there was a whole like build up, but now you're part of a modern day South African boxer. So the social media era, the you know, you have to market yourself. There's no like, you know, people can't watch you on TV and stuff now. You're at the forefront of it. What would you say is your responsibility as a boxer now?
My responsibility as a boxer is to make sure that people come and watch boxing. They look at boxers as these ugly people that don't know how to dress. They, that's what the stigma that boxing had back in the days. Boxers, they don't have a sense of humor. They can't speak with people. They can't smile. Of which boxing is a sport of gentlemen. We need to put it out there that the boxing is sweet science. It's not a violence and gang thing. It's not. It's not. Boxing is a sport of gentlemen, and we respect people as much as we respect the sport. And most of us, we against the violence outside the ring. People, they always ask me, you are so, when you inside the ring, you are so violent, but outside the ring, you are so nice. But I say, it's outside the ring, it's different than inside the ring. Inside the ring, I'm fighting. Inside the ring, I'm focused. I've been training months and months for a fight, and it takes like time to prepare for fight. It takes all in you, so you need to be focused when you're inside the ring. But when you're outside the ring, you're a gentleman. We against everything that is violence. GPV that's going on right now. We're against. We're against everything that's going on right now. Boxing is not a violent sport. Boxing is it's sweet science, as I'm saying. It's someone trying to counter someone. It's chess game. Boxing one on one. So yeah, that's my role is to make people understand that boxing is part and parcel of the entertainment industry. We are part and parcel of entertainment industry, of which people look at it differently. When people come to watch me, when they pay, they want to get entertained. I want to see tools. I want to get entertained. You know, so that's the reason. My reason is to make people understand that boxing is part and parcel of entertainment. It is.
Well, boxing is also a drama show. I mean, if you think about it, your career as well. I mean, you were number one fighter at Empress Palace for a very long time. And all of a sudden, you're no longer fighting at Empress Palace anymore. You're looking to fight in other promotions around the world. I want to go back to the feeling of the change in your career. Like, what are you going through? How did you feel when all of a sudden your whole scenery had changed?
I think at some point you get in a position where you become bigger. So now I'm in a position where obviously you get in a position of being groomed. So in Empress Place you get groomed into this person, and then now you get in a position where your brand becomes so big that you can really align yourself into that smallest place, smallest that smallest space anymore.
Mm.
And people, when you want to talk and discuss things, it's different. It's different because you can say something now. Because when they're grooming you, you had to take the opportunity. You're working with opportunities, you understand? So you take all those opportunities that are given to you, you understand? But now you're in a position where you can say, okay, sharp, I don't want this, I want that.
Yeah.
So it's a different story. It becomes a different story. You know, even the talk, it becomes different. People don't want to listen. You understand? So now I had to adjust and say to myself, you know what? It is what it is. Maybe I have to take another routine. You know, I have to take another route where I'm not shelled into this small thing, you know. So I had to. I had no choice. I had to say, you know what? It is what it is. We went overseas. We lost. It is what it is. But I'm not gonna. Allow myself to be put in a small shell and say, and take everything that is given into me. No, I already built a brand. I already built a brand. When people go to Emperors, they want to watch Tulani. When I'm fighting, they want to watch me. You understand? So now I'm in a position where I can speak also. You understand? So now I had to find another way of, finding another route where I won't be able to have to go back and forth and fighting and this and that and that.
When you were younger, you used to sport the dreadlocks, the long hair. It's been a while now since you had your current haircut. But what was that down to? Why did you cut the hair?
I mean, people grow all the time. I won't lie. I had to cut the hair because sometimes it's difficult to go into a fight because a day before, like a day before your way in, you have to go and fix your hair and tie it up so that it doesn't disturb you. So now when you go to the salon, they put like a lot of hair oil, so that it disturbs you when you're fighting and you're sweating. It disturbs
it goes
you a
into your
little bit.
eyes.
Yeah, it does. When you're sweating, when you start sweating, it disturbs you. So now, if you remember, my first time people seeing me without my hair, it's when I was fighting for the Weichal, when I was fighting Chavez. So I said to myself, I don't want anything to disturb me on this fight. I said to myself, I don't want anything. I need to cut anything I need to cut anything. Or I need to remove anything that's gonna be a distraction here. So then I had to cut my dreadlocks because I didn't want anything to disturb me. I wanted fully on that fight. I wanted that belt with all that I have. So that's when I decided to cut my dreadlocks.
Maybe early days, didn't really affect you because you used to knock everyone out in the beginning of your career.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't even sweat.
Yeah, definitely. But also, when I was fighting short nails, a little bit, I got disturbed with the sweating when I was fighting short nails. Yeah, and then if you remember, I had a cut, and the
Is that
oil.
the same cut? The same cuts from that night?
Yeah. So the oil that was coming out of it was disturbing me. It was sore on my cut. So it was sore. I'm like, oh my God, I have to knock this guy out. I have to. That's why I was putting pressure on him. That's why I was putting pressure because I was also feeling because I had a cut, and the hair food was also itching on my cut. So I had to do it fast. I said to myself, I have to go downstairs. I have to knock this guy out now because it was disturbing me.
All right, so now I just want to go now to life now. You've held the WBC international title. You are a former IBO world champion. You've had a world title before. Now I've seen rumors of you on Facebook being linked with moves to America. You're looking at big fights, but they're not easy American fights. They're not like warm-up fights. They're like you're going to be stepping into the lion's den straight away. How do you feel? Are you ready for that now?
Heerden. Yeah. I won't lie. I've been wanted to go and fight overseas. Even before the Formula fight, if you remember, there was rumors that I was going to fight under Louis DeBella and stuff, if you remember.
Hmm.
And that fell off. And I was like, but I want to go overseas, because you have to dominate overseas. For you to be able to say I made it, you have to dominate overseas. You have to. The boxing is there. So so if you remember the amateur also, I went to fight overseas, and so many times, and I was like, as a pro, it's something I need to get experience. For me to get experience, I need to go fight overseas. So this thing of me going to fight overseas, it's not far off. It's not really far off. It's something that's in the pipeline. It's something we are talking about. Unfortunately, this corona thing, this pandemic, it's affecting everything around boxing right now. Unfortunately, it's affecting everything around boxing. So everything is on hold right now. But it is something that's on talks.
Last time we spoke on camera was obviously that pre-fight interview that you had for your last fight, and you said that you had changed a few things. It's not just about power; it's about about being smart and boxing smart. And I wanted to find out now, as you're entering the prime years of your career. I mean, how upsetting is it that you can't do anything now that everything's closed?
I can't really say I'm angry about it, because I'm also, everyone at these difficult times, everyone's learning themselves, So it's a good time to just pull back and learn everything that is around you, learn about yourself, and what really it is with you and boxing. So with me right now, I'm really learning a lot. I won't lie. I'm really learning a lot about me, about myself, about boxing, and there's a lot of boxing fights that are on now on also on Supersport. I'm watching like a lot of fights, so I'm working on it, and I wish that fight happened, because I'm telling you, you're going to see something different, and people are going to get shocked, because they're going to see something different, really, away from the normal tools that they know.
So who do you follow? I mean, who's your favorite boxers in the world? Obviously, I know that you don't want to maybe name people in your same division, because maybe those are the guys that might be fighting one day. So who's your favorite?
um, I won't really say I have a favorite, because I watch everyone. I love Mike Tyson. I love Muhammad Ali. I love Andrew Ward. I love Kovalev. I love everyone. I won't lie. I watch like a little bit of everyone. But my favorite one, I won't lie. Let me just put it out there. I love Andrew Ward. Andrew Ward is one of my favorites. I really love that guy. Down to earth. Down to earth. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to speak it out there. He knows how to box. He knows, that's one of my favorites. I won't lie.
So you've traveled around the world, not only for your own fights, but also with other fighters. You traveled with Tubiso as well when you went so broad. And obviously you've traveled as an amateur quite extensively as well. Which is your favorite country that you've been to?
Besides South Africa?
Yeah, besides. Yeah, of course.
Besides my own, I love Germany. I love Germany. Because, as I'm saying, I've got a godmother in Germany. People are so nice, and they love boxing. They respect boxing, and yeah, I love Germany. I won't lie.
So would you want to go back there? I mean, it's also rough for foreigners to fight in Germany, because we know that a lot of the decisions don't get given the
I'll
way
go
of
back.
the fighters.
I'll go back and do it again.
That's what I was just about to ask you. How did you know this was
I'll
asking
go
you?
back and do it again. I'll definitely go back. I won't lie. I'll go back and do it again. I'll
Same
definitely
opponent
go back.
or same opponent?
Same opponent.
What would you do differently though in this fight?
I mean, I didn't feel I lost the first one. I really feel.
It is okay. So obviously in Germany you can't it can't even be a close fight, right? You have to win quite clean in order to have a if you're gonna go to the judges, you have
I
to
mean,
win.
when we talk about, people don't understand. you talk about boxing, and you can in boxing you have, for you to win a title, you have to beat your a champ like very convincingly. You have to beat a champ very convincingly for you to win a title from a champion. You have to beat, besides whichever country you're in, for you to win a fight in a boxing ring, fighting a champion, you have to beat that guy convincingly. Convincingly, people must say this is a champ. This guy is a champ. This, he won that title. That guy won that title. You understand? So in Germany, I didn't feel any round that I was dominated. I didn't feel anything that I felt like this round was dominated. I never felt any round that I was dominated in. But it is what it is. I won't complain about it. It is what it is. But I'll definitely do it again. I'll definitely do it again. I'll go to Germany again. If they say, Tools, come, let's fight again, I'll definitely do it. And they know it. That's why they don't offer it. They know it.
Well,
They know.
I'm pretty sure there was supposed to be a rematch in that fight, and somehow it just never materialized. And for some
It will
unknown
never
reasons,
materialize because they know what happened. It will never materialize because, as I'm saying, they know I'll do it again. They know I'll do it again. I'll go there again. They know. They know.
so in saying all that you said, would you therefore, obviously you said Germany is your favorite country you've ever been to, besides South Africa, that is. Countries like the USA, who are bigger boxing, countries like the UK, who are bigger names in boxing, those sort of places, they should interest you, especially as a welterweight. I mean, that's where all the world champions are at the moment. Surely you want to be building up a name in those countries.
Definitely. I mean, now US is picking up. UK is dominating at the moment. You know, because as I'm saying, there's big names now in UK. So, but I definitely go for US. I definitely go for US because there's more opportunities in US. There's more names for me. Like in the welterweight, there's more names to fight, and there's more title fights there. So everything is happening there. So I'll definitely go for US.
So, Tools, how have you managed to keep your brand so strong? I mean, despite, obviously it's you haven't had action for a while, and obviously the COVID, you would have had action if it wasn't for COVID. But I mean, after, during COVID, before COVID, how have you managed to keep yourself relevant?
Definitely just keeping in touch with people like you're doing right now. And, definitely keeping yourself in action. Obviously, you can't really stop with boxing. You can't, but with any sport, you can't really stop. So I just try and keep it active. Obviously, try and keep my pages also active because people they want to see you. They want to know what is Tools doing, even though they follow you, but they want to see how's your well-being. You understand? People they don't really care about you inside the ring. Besides, also they care about you outside the ring. So that's why you have to keep active with your Facebook, your Instagram. People they keep on checking you. Tools, how are you? When are you fighting, my brother? Are you good, my bro? How's lockdown? They keep on checking up on you. So for you to stay relevant to them, you have to keep on updating them and make sure they know what's going on with your life, because they don't, as I'm saying, they don't only care about you inside the ring as a champ. They also care about you as a human being.
How do you get on with the other boxers in South Africa? Are you closed off? Are you open to being friends with boxers? I mean, are you friends with a lot of boxers in South Africa?
Definitely, I'm one friendly people. They know me. I'm one friendly people. I'm open. But like because like we stay in different parts of Joburg, it's not easy to meet up because we stay in different parts of Joburg. But the ones that are close to me is Polisano right now, and JJ, all of them that are obviously in my circle, that are obviously around here in Forest. So, and other personal trainers like Richard and there's Fiso, and because we obviously work together when it comes to personal training. But I'm one person that really root for boxing. I root for everyone and anyone, you know. So today I was also talking with on my live before my training session. I was checking up on Imani. We went live together. So yeah. So yeah, I'm really even Love Kumalo knows. There's this young upcoming guy, Love Kumalo. So they know me. I always check up, say what's going on. Are you good, man? So yeah.
When you were a guy like Live Kumalo is obviously a young guy. You said when you were a young guy, who was the guy in the gym that you looked up to?
I had a lot of guys there around me at the time. I was already sparring the likes of Ali Funega when I was young. So I was also Zolani Makhalo was around me, Zolani Tete, Makbutsi Nyabi. There's a lot. Serious Nyabi. There's a lot around me when I was growing up because as I'm saying, I come from Tanzania. They come from exactly where I come from. So we used to train together. So I used to look at them and see how they work and stuff. I also started knowing hard work through them because I was working with them. Sometimes when they go to run, I go run with them. When they're hitting the bag, I'm next to them. I'm copying everything they're doing. So I had a lot. I had a lot of people around me when I was growing up. That's what made me strong.
Got a lot of guys, obviously from the amateur systems, who turned pro around your time as well, that are also doing really well. From the amateur days until now, have you kept friends with the amateurs?
Not really, because as I'm saying, it's like they're two different worlds. They far from each other because there's a lot that's going on with life, and there's a lot that you also as an individual you are working on because you also building brands. It's not easy to just check up on someone while you have to wake up, go for a run, 4 a.m., 4:30. By 5, you have to come back, sleep a little bit, go for a client. You have a client at 6, 6 to 7, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. You've got training. You have to train your own self, and then after training, you have a client. After client, you have to come back to training for your own conditioning. You see, there's a lot that's going on. So it's not easy to just check up on each and everyone. But unfortunately, with amateurs that we have right now, they're so quiet. They need to adjust into. I also adjusted when I was a pro in this social media thing. I adjusted very late, so it's not easy to keep up with them because they shy away from social media. They shy away, of which sometimes it helps a little bit.
Okay, Tools, I'm going to put you on the spot, right? 3 quick fire questions, right? These are boxes that, these fights can be made in the future or now or whenever. Let's start off with number 1. So and then it's been over social media, so I don't think you would not know about these ones. I want you to get your honest opinion on a fight with these guys, right? So number 1 would be if Jabulani Makhense ever I know he's a youngster at the moment, so he's still coming up. If he ever had to step up to the welterweight division, what do you think about that fight between you and him?
Jabulani is an upcoming, definitely, but I think he has passed that stage of an upcoming right now, because when you become an SA champ and you surpass being an SA champ, you're not an upcoming anymore. You're an international contender. So definitely I'll take that fight. I won't tell you.
What do you think? What do you think about what's the result? What do you think? Tell me, honestly.
Yeah. Brother, let me tell you one thing about me. One thing about me is that any fight, anytime, I'll take. Any fight, anytime, I'll take. And I'll make sure that I'm prepared. I'll definitely make sure that I'm prepared. So whatever you bring on the table, whatever you bring on the table, I'm going to bring better. Whatever you bring on the table. So definitely he's a good fight. He's a great boxer. I'll definitely take it, but I'll definitely come back with a W. Definitely. I'll definitely come back with a W. That I'm sure with.
Okay, so you say that, but what do you think? Points or knockouts? Just putting you on the spot. You have to just give me an honest
answer. This fight is in the pipeline, brother. This fight is in the pipeline. This fight is in the pipeline.
It's
And
definitely
this,
coming.
yeah.
We know it's coming.
Yeah.
We know one day, and I mean, it could be a homecoming for you as well.
I don't need no homecoming, brother. I don't need no homecoming. No, I don't need no homecoming, brother. But I'm saying again, from me, like from me right now, I'm a different person. I'm really a different person when it comes to boxing. I'm a different person. I learned a lot from my last fight. From from that loss, I learned a lot. I'm a really different person. I mean, it will take something very special to beat me right now. It will take very special, very special something to beat me right now. Very special. I'll definitely knock him out.
Wow.
I'm telling you in the face. I'm
It's
telling
resonating.
you in the
Yeah.
face, Heerden. I'm
Yeah.
telling you in the face. I definitely will not go rounds with Makhense. I'm telling you in the face.
Wow.
I'll
Okay.
definitely not go rounds with that guy. Definitely.
I love that answer, Tools. I love that answer. And I want to go over to fight number 2, Paul Kamanga. I mean, that fight also could have happened at some stage, right?
Oh, I look Kamanga flat, brother. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You guys fought
No.
as amateurs.
No. I knock him flat, brother. I knock Kamanga flat, bruh. No, don't do that to me. Don't play with me. Brother, I knock Kamanga flat, brother. No, man. Kamanga, I knock him as an amateur, bro. An amateur boxer. An amateur, bro. Now it's pro. No, bro. No. No, bro. No. No, I definitely not Kamanga out, bro.
All right, and I'll
I
save the
knock him
best for
out.
last.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, it definitely be. I won't lie. It definitely be. People are saying it's gonna be a tough fight for me. They saying it's gonna be a tough fight for me. But I'm telling you right now. With Chris, nah, bro. Nah, bro. With Chris. Oh, bro, I wish that fight can happen. I wish, brother. I wish that fight can happen, bro. I just wish. People will get shocked. I wish that fight can happen, brother. People will get shocked. They they'll get the shocking in their life, brother. I'm telling you, I wish that fight can happen. I'll show you something you've never seen about me.
So Chris is sort of on the verge of fighting Terence Crawford. It looks like Terence Crawford might fight him, next. I mean, that fight's. I mean, if you beat Chris, I mean, then you're literally up there fighting guys like Terence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr., Sean Porter's, those sort of guys. I mean, would you be comfortable with that?
No, definitely. That's where I want to be. Definitely. Definitely. Definitely, brother. That's where I'm working towards. Definitely. I'll be definitely comfortable with that. It's more better because it's boxing. People are boxing up there, and it's like IQ into IQ boxing 101, bro. It's chess game. So I definitely, brother. Definitely, that's where I want to be. That's definitely where I'm eyeing at.
So, Tools, I want to open up the questions to some of the people that have been on. I've seen some of the people that have been on from literally minute number 1. And I want to get some of the questions in now, if you don't mind.
Yeah, definitely you can get the questions, my brother.
Guys, if you're watching, ask the questions now. TULANI Mbenge is here to answer everything. Oh, if he
Yeah.
wants to.
Yeah. People can ask any questions. I'll definitely answer that. But it's not about who are you dating, not that boxing career, boxing related.
Boxing questions. Yeah.
Yeah, boxing questions. Not anything outside of boxing. When is still dropping bars, baby? Oh, brother. Did you stop calling yourself Twin Tiger? I'm too zebra. Okay, you say that. Yeah. The dog is asking for.
Yeah.
Dog, go. Tools going to get your rematch against Formella. The rematch with Formella. Oh, brother, I didn't. Everything is gonna happen, bro. Because hey, they don't want to fight me again. They don't want to fight me again.
They would want to fight you if you had another world title, but then it's up to you now to return the favor.
Yeah,
And say
definitely.
no.
But I'll go do it again. Even if I had another, wait, I'll go to Germany again. I say, give me that Formella again. I'll do it again. At what age did you turn pro? 25. I turned at the age of 25. So yeah.
Well, you have a long amateur career. Eh? You had like a lot, like, 100 and something fights, like hundreds of fights, right? Like.
Yeah, I had a long amateur fights. Yo, I finished almost 4 books of amateur boxing. Like, yeah.
Gee, that's a lot of fights. So, what was your amateur record? Do you know, or not really?
Brother, in New Zealand, I fight every weekend. Every
Do you
weekend.
still have your books? Do you still have your books?
I have the last one, like the last one. I think I have those ones at home, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have those ones at home. Coach Big T, what's going on? Thank you. I'll keep smiling, Coach. Coach, my coach.
You ever been to Durban to box before? Like, just not to fights, obviously, but to like, or maybe to fight at amateurs. I don't know.
Yeah. I've been to Durban. Yeah. But yo, I was still a kid that time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, still a kid. Went for national games there. Went for national games. I was still a kid. Yeah.
Did you win?
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, me.
Not even a question.
Bro. And then 2010. You see, from 2010, from 2010, I became part and parcel of the national team. No one had ever quit me out until I went to Commonwealth Games. Then I turned pro. No one could take my spot. No one.
They say Shadow is saying 12 national champions from 2003. Is the fire the same in the professionals like you were an amateur? I'm guessing that's.
What is he saying?
Oh, 2006.
First national championships are from 2003. Very fast. Very fast. Is the fire still the same professional like amateur? Oh, the fire is not the same, brother. It's different. You look at boxing, it's different as a pro. The fire is not the same. When I was a kid, I was just doing it. It was just my hobby. It was hippie. It was, you know, it was just something. I don't expect anything from it, you know. But as a pro now, you know there's a price. You have to work hard, and you know there's your life in risk. You know, as much I never thought of those things. You know, you never really thought about it. Like you're just doing it, and it's nice, and you know, it's something that's keeping you out of all these social issues we used to have again. So you're like, it's a nice thing to do. But now as a pro, you're like, hey, you're putting your life in risk, and the reward also must, you know. So it's different. It's different. I can explain it that way. It's really different. Like now you have to work more. I'm putting extra hours. I never. Sometimes you go to the gym and you're down. You're like, yo, but you have to work. You have to work because there's no day you wish to. When you're preparing for a fight, there's no day you wish to miss. You know, because you don't want to have that backflash that's saying to you that yes, there's that day that I didn't. You know, so it's different. It's definitely different.
So here's a question, because Shadow's been like really commenting a lot tonight. If you had to bring Shadow into the professional ranks right now, who would you match him with? At middleweight. Let's just say it's at middleweight. It's Shadow Shabani. If he fought at middleweight, who would you put him in the ring with?
Toons is just this is a phenomenal boxer. And when is he coming back? Because he is a phenomenal boxer. Who I don't even know middleweight. The only middleweight I know.
Who?
The only middleweight I know is who's this guy? Imani. Imani
He's
is a
actually,
middleweight.
no. He's junior middle.
The junior I don't know middleweights. I know Konrik. Konrik was middleweight. Who's the
Yeah.
middleweight right now?
Right now is okay. So there's Ricky Shabalala. There's the other guy Ben. He's also at Duran Stable as well. Look at this middleweights. I would kill them. Junior middleweights. I'd be in the final of the Super 4 easy. Check it that,
Yeah, but yeah. I bet on Tuzi can do that. Shadow can definitely do that. I think all of the middleweights, even if all of the middleweights that are here right now, Bumkunz will kill them. Tunzi is a very talented boxer. He'll definitely kill them.
To Nicole, Tools is everyone's favorite. You know, you can't not like Tulani Mbenge. That's a fact. Tools, here's an interesting question. Now that they mentioned Super 4 and Shadow mentioned Super 4, how do you feel? I mean, I suppose the experience is not there with you, so let me skip that question. Actually, you're a welterweight.
Yeah, ask it. You can ask it, my brother. Yeah, ask me.
Imagine being put in that tournament. You know, obviously it's they're in the final now. Maybe the winner. Would you ever step up to the super welterweight division?
Super welter. I'll definitely step up. I'll definitely step up. I'm definitely gonna step up. I am gonna step up. Because I'm a big welterweight, so I'm definitely gonna step up into the middleweight, junior middleweight. I'm gonna step up. I am.
Sure.
Sure. Trust me, sure. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. I'm gonna go to middleweight. I'm going there. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. I'm going up there. I'm definitely going.
How much longer at welterweight then? You can't say, really, can you?
Give me, let's say, give me a year. Or maybe 8 months, 6 months.
Wow, this is cool. I mean, now now you know there'll be like a whole bunch of other questions of who are you going to fight next. You know that. You know that.
No, not now. Let's focus on not now. Let's focus on welterweight. Yeah, not now.
Right.
Now I'm focusing on welterweight. Right now I'm focused on welterweight, but I'm definitely going up. One of my favorite guys, I never told you, is Tito Trinidad. You know Tito Trinidad?
Yes, yeah, I do.
He's one of my favorite guys. So if you remember, he was a welterweight. He went up to junior middle. He went to middleweight. So
you want to follow his career? You want to sort of do the same thing he did? I mean, he's an exceptional fighter, though. You know, he's someone that you can look up to.
Yeah, I love Trinidad. I love him. So
there's the question I'd want to ask. But
Tools versus Kalambo would shake Africa, not even South Africa.
Live today, and now the questions are being asked.
I mean, this is a sport. It's boxing. You can't. It's boxing. You can't really say, it's not gonna happen. It's sport.
You guys have sparred before, though.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was a nice sparring session. Yeah, we did. We did spar. So, I mean, if it happens, it happens, brother. I'll definitely take it with my both hands. As I'm saying, man, this is a confident sport. We can't be shying away from any fight, brother. I mean, look what happened. Andrew Ward wanted to fight Kovalev. People are saying no. These
fights need to happen. The big fights need to happen. Otherwise, we're going to get sports like mixed martial arts who make the best fight the best overtake us.
Exactly. So these fights needs to happen, brother. I mean, we can't run away from that. Spence or Trafford?
I'm going to go with Crawford. I'll go with Crawford.
I definitely go for Trafford also.
I think he's so versatile. Like he can switch it up. You know, he can do everything.
I think at the same time, Spence can't really like box. You know,
And he had that
he's
huge
just,
car accident. We don't know how he's going to be after that as well.
but you can't really like look
I don't
at
want to
what
make that a
happened.
factor though, but I mean,
Yeah,
you gotta realize that maybe he's injured. You know, like maybe he's permanently damaged something.
no,
We don't
not
know.
really.
We can
I mean,
speculate.
look what happened to Daniel Jacobs. Got
Yeah, the
bitten by a
miracle man.
spider.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got bitten by a spider. He got cancer. People, he'll never be the same. People were never. They're
tools.
gonna
We've
knock
got.
him out like they did. People were saying they're gonna knock him out like they did. People will never be the same. They said never. It's never gonna be the same. Look what he's doing right now.
I
You
agree.
understand?
Tools. The thing says 30 seconds left. So before it cuts off, I do want to say goodbye to you, and I want to thank you for coming on tonight.
Pleasure, my brother. Thank you very much for inviting me, Barry. This is exciting. This is something that also it gave me hope again that boxing is gonna come back.
Well, there you go. That's Tulani Mbenge, guys. We'll see you again soon.
We'll see you soon, my brother. Thank you very much. Enjoy your night.